Just a year ago, Angel Reese was tweeting from the sidelines of the Victoria's Secret fashion show, declaring, "Put me on that runway next time. Watch me." Well, a year passed, and her wish came true. When the show went live on October 15th, she didn't just walk, she opened a segment. In a move everyone is calling historic, she became the first professional athlete to earn the iconic feather wings. We'll break down how a 6'3" Chicago Sky forward, a record-shattering rookie and a social media titan, learned to master a 5-inch heel for a legendary brand. From court to catwalk. While many know Angel Reese for her fierce on-court rivalry with Caitlin Clark, her reputation is built on undeniable skill and influence. As a rookie for the Chicago Sky, she was a weekly headline, setting a WNBA record with 15 straight double-doubles and grabbing 446 rebounds in 34 games, a new league record. And while she didn't clinch Rookie of the Year, she earned the single vote that prevented it from being unanimous, a power move that became a story in itself. Off the court, her power is just as potent, with over 5 million Instagram followers, giving her a level of reach most brands can only dream of. When Victoria's Secret announced the return of its show after a 6-year hiatus, they weren't just casting models, they were hunting for cultural icons. After a rocky rebrand, the company needed a jolt of energy. Angel's name was at the top of the list. A simple DM sealed the deal. There were no lengthy auditions. This was a power play by a brand hungry for relevance and an elite athlete who was the perfect force to lead their pivot back to the spotlight. Manifestation is only step one. Behind the glamour was the grind of a world-class athlete. After booking the gig in March, Angel dove into 7 months of intense training. She enlisted runway coach Marlon "The Posture" Jones for a boot camp that included walking with a book on her head, adding a 10-pound weight vest to perfect her stride, and daily stiletto calf raises. She was even heard saying, "If I can box out 6'5" posts, I can definitely learn to glide in pleasers." By September, the walk was hers. This wasn't magic. It was the ferocious discipline of a pro athlete applied to a new arena. Proving the same grit that made her a star on the court made her a force on the catwalk. The first look, floral power play. For her first appearance, Angel commanded the runway in a hot pink floral balconette with black piping and a massive feather boa. She was second to walk, opening her segment to a live performance of "She's a Biatch" by Missy Elliott. The song was a clear signal to bring the attitude, and she delivered, keeping her chin level and letting her hips lead the way. The crowd went wild, and social media lit up with praise. Her 8-pound ostrich feather wings were designed to dramatically unfold as she turned. She later admitted the hardest part wasn't the weight, but the directors shouting, "Ice, ice," urging her to channel her signature on-court intensity. It was a moment that perfectly merged her athletic focus with high-fashion ferocity. The second look, ripped Rebel Angel. Her second look, which closed the entire show, was packed with meaning. Angel wore a sheer pink lace set under a torn and knotted vintage Victoria's Secret t-shirt paired with glittery heels and pure white wings. This walk was faster, more playful. She high-fived people in the audience and spun with a final flourish. The outfit was a statement from Victoria's Secret, an attempt to throw a rebellious, modern edge over its classic Angel image. Backstage, Angel said, "I wanted every little girl who looks like me to see that you can hoop. You can host the Met Gala, and you can still close a lingerie show without ever shrinking yourself." As a final nod to fashion history, the t-shirt was distressed by the same tailor who created a similar look for Karlie Kloss in 2011, a clever link between the brand's past and its reinvented future. Why this matters off the runway? This collaboration wasn't a whim, it was a brilliant business move. After years of backlash and a quiet rebrand, Victoria's Secret needed to prove it could blend spectacle with substance for its 2025 return. Bringing in an elite athlete was the answer. Angel Reese's audience isn't just sports fans. It's millions of Gen Z and Gen Alpha followers who value authenticity over anything else. She's already backed by brands like Reebok, who are giving her a signature shoe in 2026, along with Goldman Sachs, Beats by Dre, and Amazon. For Victoria's Secret, this wasn't just about hiring a model. It was about aligning with a proven cultural force, the mom factor and social media mayhem. The night was filled with moments that went instantly viral. Angel's mom, also named Angel, was in the third row, wearing a custom Reese 10 jersey, seen wiping away tears as her daughter owned the runway. That clip gave the billion-dollar spectacle a real heart. Then came Angel's own viral declaration, a tweet that read, "I don't work jobs. I am the job." With over 1.3 million likes, it became an anthem. This wasn't just a tweet. It was a boss move, a statement of power from a media force who knows her own value, and who pictures Taraji P. Henson playing her in her future biopic. What's next for the Angel athlete? This was far more than a one-time walk. Sources report Angel's deal includes a major Valentine's campaign, a co-designed loungewear line, and a cut of the sales. It's a deep strategic partnership where she's not just the face but a stakeholder. Meanwhile, she's already back in the gym, adding Pilates to her routine to strengthen her ankles for the WNBA court. When asked which was harder, a pro season or the fashion show, she laughed and said, "Runway, because you only get one take. No overtime to fix a bad step." A perfect line from a star who's mastered both high-stakes arenas. Send off. So Angel Reese tweeted a dream into existence, trained for it like a champion, and walked the runway as a business mogul. She did it by leaning into her authentic brand of strength and unapologetic ambition. This team-up wasn't just stunt casting. It was a merger between a record-breaking athlete and a legacy brand, both determined to define their own futures. For Reese, it was another step in building her empire. For Victoria's Secret, it was a much-needed injection of modern-day power. If this is the blueprint for 2025, the message is clear: the ceiling is whatever you have the influence to build. Global impact and industry shakeup. Within 24 hours of the show, Angel Reese's runway walk was trending in over 15 countries. Fashion analysts called it the moment that officially ended the era of one-dimensional beauty standards. Brands in Paris, Milan, and Tokyo reportedly reached out to her team for upcoming fashion weeks, signaling a shift. Athletes are no longer guests in the fashion world. They're becoming the headliners. Angel didn't just walk into a show. She walked into a new global era. The economic ripple effect. Victoria's Secret saw an immediate spike in sales after Angel's segment aired. 3 featured looks sold out overnight, and the brand's stock saw its biggest boost since 2018. Experts are calling it the Reese effect, where one appearance equals millions in brand value. This wasn't modeling, it was market disruption. Angel has officially proven she's not just participating in culture, she's driving the economy of influence. The era of the athlete icon. What Angel Reese just did goes beyond fashion. It's legacy building. High school and college athletes across the country started the Angel era trend, posting videos saying, "We don't just play the game, we are the game." She's rewritten the blueprint of modern celebrity. You can dominate sports, lead fashion, own businesses, and control your narrative, all at the same time. This isn't the peak of her story. This is the opening chapter of a new cultural dynasty, breaking beauty standards on a global stage. For decades, runways were dominated by one body type, but Angel Reese shattered that tradition in one walk. Her athletic frame, natural confidence, and unapologetic presence challenged outdated norms in real time. International fashion critics labeled her moment as the new definition of beauty in motion. It wasn't just representation, it was a global announcement that power, athleticism, and femininity can coexist on the biggest fashion stage in the world. Angel didn't fit the industry's old mold. She forced the industry to reshape itself around her. Smash that like button if you respect the play, and subscribe for more. Was this a game-changing moment for fashion or a calculated publicity stunt? Let us know your take in the comments, and be sure to subscribe so you don't miss our next breakdown.